Good morning from Neptune. It's mid-August. Hot day already. Late morning. It's about 99 degrees Fahrenheit. We still keep Fahrenheit out here on Neptune just for old time's sake. And headed up for a record high of 115 today. Possibly staying that way for the next week. It's always toasty in Neptune City in the summer, but this is ridiculous. And for days now, I've been wanting to do this video poolside like some of my other ones from the spring. But even at night, it's just too damn hot. So Dr. Neptune here in the control room. And appropriately, I think, for that discussion of the weather, I'm calling this video Songs of the Summer. And these are all the K-pop releases that have come out since the spring, most of them in the summer. And I'm just going to go through all those and show you what they look like. So this one actually came out in February, but I'm including it anyway. This is Everglow's Reminiscence, and I'm including it because I just got it in July, and also because the color of this really stood out to me in the store. This purple color seems like this is the color of the summer, because I'll show you three other releases that have a very similar color to this. I like this. They call this lenticular, kind of moving effect with the light. And with this one, I really like this song Dun Dun, which is the single from here. Dun Dun as in you're so dun 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 dun. And in particular, Everglow, they've included some weird things in here. Oh, this isn't weird, the saying. I like that. You're united in our differences. But notice the date on that. It's Everglow AD 2118. So almost 100 years in the future. And then here's a globe. And here, these I took to be coordinates. And when I punched them into Google, I found that that spot on the globe is in Antarctica. And there's a song in here also that has reference to Antarctica. They're putting these little Easter eggs. There's a song called No Lie. Here's the chorus. Part English, part Korean. And you got nowhere to go. Truth is, we were in the Antarctica. That's how she says it. Baby, no lie. So, yeah, this is a fun group. They debuted last year. And so this is their third release, Reminiscence. It follows Arrival of Everglow and Hush. Some of their videos have visual references to Antarctica too. So some groups like, I think they plant these little clues to, give their fans something to think about, to theorize about. And so I'm on my way towards doing that with them. All right. So here's another group, Twice. This one came out, I think, in early June, and it's called More and More. Twice is 9 members, formed on a reality show some years back. It's since come on to be one of the, if not the most popular girl group for several years now. More and More is a more sophisticated sound than some of their earlier bubblegum pop tunes. It's got an R&B chill vibe. It's a summer song. And they always come with all these little photo cards and extras. But the photo book has the members in their hippie regalia. That's how they refer to it. Okay, so there's Twice. Next up, I've got a solo artist, Chungha, and she released I guess it's a double single, Stay Tonight and Play. And Chungha, I see her as kind of the disco queen of Korea. These songs remind me a lot of Gloria Estefan or even Donna Summer, filtered through 90s style music and visuals. So Chungha was in another group formed on a reality show called IOI. And that group only lasted for a year by design. And then after that, she went on her solo career, really successful. Play is a follow-up to last year's single from this album, Flourishing. The single, Snapping. Snapping. Alright, so Chungha, Play, just the bright colors alone. Mark it as a summer release. Video for Play. I think these are stills from it. Just cheerful, bright songs, almost all of these are. It's partly what makes them a summer song. Alright, here is a release by izone called Oneric Diary. And I was really intrigued by this in the store when I saw it. This is the first thing I have by izone. And first of all, the title, Oneric Diary, I had to look that up. And it turns out it's a dream diary, where you write down what you dreamed. I don't know why they didn't just call it a dream diary, but I kind of like that they went out of their way to use the Greek word. I was also intrigued by the fact that it says 3D version. There are 3 versions of this available. Same music, just different packaging. 3D version, I wasn't sure what that meant. Possibly 3D glasses or something inside. But what I found was the 3D part is here. It's a little pop-up. Here's all 12 members of the group in front of a fairy tale-like castle. There's a fairy tale theme running through all this imagery and a lot of the lyrics of the song too. The single from this is Secret Story of the Swan. And then the video for that, I think I got ahead of myself here. I'm thinking of something else, never mind. But here, so here's another one with the purple color. Really, to my eye, pretty similar to that. It actually looks more similar to the naked eye than it does to me looking through my phone, the camera that I'm using. But close enough, I would say. And I always like to look at the little extras besides the photo cards that come in everything. Sometimes there's posters. This one just has the signatures of the members, which is, I think, the only one that doesn't have the pictures of them. So just the signatures there. And this came in a really nice book format. Yeah, so fairy tale theme all the way through here. And girls looking kind of like Disney princesses. But the visuals kind of give a false impression as to what the song sounds like. This, the single, Secret Story of the Swan. It's actually kind of a hard sounding song. So, interesting on different levels. Next up is GFRIEND, Song of the Sirens. This is also the first release I have of theirs, and it also came out this summer. Their single from this is Apple. There's a lot of like in the previous one with the fairy tale imagery, there's a lot of imagery in a lot of these songs, not just this group, but others, of mythological references or biblical references to the Garden of Eden. And so that's partially what you'll see in here. And this is another one with a 3D element to it. This time just one of the members. It would just be random as to which member appears in the package that you get, which is a brilliant stroke by the manufacturers of these things, because there are obsessive collectors who will buy multiple copies of these so that they get a complete collection. And you never know what you get until you open it up. So here, I just wanted to show this. Here's another lenticular. Oh no. Yes, it is. Okay. So here, there's the apple image from the video. Creme Brulee, also a song I like a lot because it sounds like Red Velvet, which you'll see shortly. I don't think there's anything particularly special about the photo book. The girls are doing some kind of experiment. Ties in with the themes of the songs in some way. Okay, next are going to be 3 releases from a 4-member group called Mamamoo. That's their name, Mamamoo. This is from 2018. But I'll just show you the members as a group before their solo work. This is a group known for its vocals, especially. Since there's only 4 of them, they really need to shine. So, of the 3, Hwasa, Solar, and Moonbyul have releases this summer. Wheein had a digital single last year. No word on if she's got anything else coming up. And the group has continued to release their own music after this. One of the most popular groups around nowadays. Really nice pictures here. Some of these look to me like they were taken in the States, especially a picture like this. Probably not. It's just got that kind of country road feel to it in some places. There's the beach, the dunes, and the farm. So those are the 4 members of Mamamoo. And then I think the first member this year to release a solo music is Moonbyul with Darkside of the Moon. She's the rapper of the group. See her there. She's known for dressing in men's clothing almost all the time and raps in this really cool deep voice. I really like the way it sounds. So all of these are, it's about 6 songs. On this one, the single was Eclipse. They're all good songs I've listened to a lot. And then here's a release by Solar called Spit It Out. She's the leader of the group. And this is the exact size of an LP. It's 12 by 12. And it kind of looks like it might actually be that, with this gatefold style cover and this huge picture with the nails. But there is no LP record in there. There's just this kind of title card that came in. Still a cool design. Really get elaborate with these books sometimes, and they're not that much more expensive than just a regular edition of these CDs, only maybe $5 to $7 more. And they're all with high quality, beautiful photographs. That weird bald picture of Solar is from the video. Looks like Sinead O'Connor there, kind of. She looks better with hair, though. And those are dancers. So spit it out. Dance tune. Here's another purple color, too. This one's got a little more blue in it than some of the other ones I've shown. But close. Alright, so there was Solar, and then the last member to release a solo work so far this summer is Hwasa. It's the youngest member. And this is her song Maria, or Maria, she pronounces it in the song sometimes. Talk about fat photo books. This is an art book. So I consider these to be art, photography, fashion books. Just page after page, beautifully styled and photographed, picture after picture. And Hwasa has taken a lot of heat in Korean media and social media for things as inconsequential to the Western mind, I think, as not wearing a bra in public. Criticized for that sort of thing. She's not the only female star too, but this is something about gender issues in Korea. But she's a give no fuck sort of character, and she spits it right back. And in part, this song Maria is an answer to her critics. In fact, here's a gory scene that has something to do with all of that. She's got a really pretty voice too, like Ariana Grande. And I've listened to this release a whole lot since it came out about a month ago. Also her face even, you know, that's not the traditional Korean ideal of beauty, I guess. But she certainly doesn't apologize for that either, which I think is very empowering to a lot of her audience. See right here, right at the beginning of the book. Confidence. So I really like this music and this package. It's very substantial. All right, I'm going to take a drink of water. It's hot even in the air conditioning. Okay, so I mentioned earlier the obsessive collector who gets multiple copies of things because they must. Well, I'm going to show you now are my 3 copies of the same release called Monster. And this is by Irene and Sulgi, who are 2 members of my favorite group, Red Velvet. It's not uncommon for K-pop groups to kind of splinter off and have what are called units or subunits release music apart from the main group. So here you can see it still says Red Velvet, but it's only 2 out of the 5 members, Irene and Sulgi, on this. So here's the whole group, all 5. This book that I'm holding also came out this summer, so I consider it as part of all this. La Rouge is the name of a concert. This is a photo book from the concert that they held in November of 2019 in Korea. Concerts are special events in K-pop. They don't tour as regularly as I think the North American or the European model is of pop stars. They do a ton of TV appearances and online things, but when they have a special event, there's a ticket, facsimile. It's a big deal. So they just released this photo book to commemorate that. They haven't yet released a DVD of the concert. It'd be nice if they did, but I've actually seen most of it from fan shot videos on their phones uploaded to YouTube. So Here's the 5 members as a group. Really like this picture. They're so vibrant in these red outfits. They look kind of like showgirls almost. And the 2 members that are on Monster are here, Irene and Sugi. The last music released by Red Velvet as a group was back in December. Currently on a hiatus due to an injury suffered by Wendy. Christmas Day, she fell 2.5 meters off a stage and broke her face, her arm, and her pelvis. Terrible accident. But she's recovering, I guess, and gonna come back as soon as she can. So in the meantime, we've got this. Alright, so this is I'd say this is the standard edition, of the single. Or it's not a single, it's an EP. It's got these songs on it. Monster's the main single. They followed up with Naughty. Both have amazing dance videos. These 2 are especially known for their dance skills. And although this photo book isn't quite as fat as some of the last couple that I showed, it's just as beautifully designed with its artwork and photography. Some stills from the videos. The song Monster has a really slinky kind of vibe to it. It's just like Red Velvet to release a song called Monster in the heat of the summer instead of at Halloween. They've got a pretty weird sense of humor in a lot of their imagery and videos. They have videos where they try to kill each other or kill pizza delivery boys and whatnot. So that was, I think this is the standard edition of Monster. And then these are kind of the more deluxe editions. Came 1 black and 1 white, so I just had to get both. It's the same music as what we just saw, those same songs on the CDs inside, but the packaging is completely different, and the insides also. 2 different types of photo cards and other material. I'm just going to show a little bit of each box. I really like the dual photo cards though, where we have Irene looking at Sugi and Sugi looking at Irene. These 2 have known each other for 10 years. Red Velvet's been around for 6 years, so these members are a little bit older than some of the other group members that I've shown. I think Irene is 29, Sugi 26, something like that. So they have a long history together. Really good friends. They're fun to watch together on variety shows, and they dance incredibly well together. And then this I wanted to show because I think this is the first time this has ever happened, like ever, in all the CDs that I've ever owned. This one suffered a fatal accident when I was trying to pry it out of this plastic holder, and I made this crack in it, completely unplayable. Good thing I have 2 others just like it. Nevertheless, I know the next time I go to the store, I'm going to pick up another white version of this because this is... I just can't have this. I stream all this music anyways. I rarely actually put the CDs into a player, but still, I just want to have it intact. Alright, so there's Monster. Okay, and I also wanted to show one thing on the tablet too with Monster. I just am so amazed at the promotional output of all of these, and for Monster what this is it's called a poster. It's digital only, but their company put this out at the beginning of their promotional period, and it's schedule of when fans can expect to see all the little teasers and lead ups to the actual release. So, schedule poster, that's what this document is, and you see it has the day by day when they're going to post on social media or YouTube, teasers, mood samplers are little small snippets of the songs. And you see just a constant building of anticipation, I guess. This is so different from what it was like to be a fan of music in the 80s, when you had to hope that MTV would have something about your favorite artist, or Rolling Stone that came out once every couple of weeks would have something that was relatively up to date. Now they not only flood the zone with videos and music constantly, they have alerts to let you know when something new is up. So it makes it really fun to be a fan. And next big release this summer is by another one of the most beloved girl groups, which is Blackpink. Blackpink hasn't had any new music before this. It would have been over a year. But this is How You Like That, called a pre-release single special edition. Note that there's only really one song on this. There's the single and then there's the instrumental. Those songs are tucked away on the CD in the back, and all this other stuff is just because. I really like the prismatic effect on this too. So Blackpink played Coachella last year in 2019. And that really caught my attention. I wondered how in the world a 4-person K-pop girl group could pull off a main stage at Coachella. I didn't go, I never have gone, but I always pay attention to Coachella. It's so important culturally, and a lot in recent years you can watch a lot of it online. So when I started checking that out, I really became interested in Blackpink and K-pop, and this kind of started everything rolling for me. Really elaborate packaging. There's only 4 members in Blackpink. These are some of the most beautiful pictures too. There's Jisoo, and there's Lisa, Jenny, and Rosie, or Rose. So page after page of these glossy high fashion imagery. Each one of the 4 also has their own lucrative contracts with places like Yves Saint Laurent and Chanel. So they're singer, dancers, supermodels, and actresses. And here, I kind of like the detail. That's a Samsung remote control on the table. They endorse Samsung products. In fact, at their live appearances, they won't allow fans to use iPhones if they catch them. True to their brand. Yeah, so this just came out, a few weeks ago, I think, and there's more Blackpink to come, another single coming up soon, and then a full album soon, too. So how you like that? Okay, and then my final object, or objects to show, another case where I had to get one of each. It's one of my favorite groups, absolutely, G-Idol or Idol, and I put a link to this video for their song Dum-Dee Dum-Dee. Just came out about 2 weeks ago, but I think it's got all the elements of what a great summer song should be. Super bouncy, cheerful, kind of steel drums there. A lot of these summer songs have island beats or reggae type influences. Just songs about having fun. So we need more music like that. This is what's really kept me going through this whole pandemic in some ways. So I got the yellow and purple. Oh, another purple. Okay, so one last comparison there. Not exact, but pretty close. And I'm just going to open one of these two, the yellow one. That's the brightest of the two. Dum-de Dum-de is supposed to represent a drum sound. A lot of cool drum percussion sounds in the song. Ton of extras in here. All these are large size photo cards of each of the members. Great summertime vibes in all these, their outfits, their poolside, having the drinks. And there's only 2 songs on each of these releases. There's the title track, Dum-de Dum-de, and then there's a B-side called I'm the Trend, which 2 of the members wrote as a tribute to their fans. It's called a fan song. It name checks a lot of their other songs in it, so fans recognize those. And then here, this is the poolside poster that comes with the yellow package. The video that I'll post a link to is it looks like it was set in the American West. It's at this kind of dusty old motel where they all congregate and get together for a day and a night of partying. But it was actually all filmed in Korea. It's got a really cool prologue where each one of them arrives. Yuki on a horse arrives to this place and then sings their song with great enthusiasm. So that's where I'm going to end. Songs of the Summer 2020 in this otherwise cursed year. If what I've talked about here encourages you to look up any of this stuff besides the link that I give you, I hope you do. And I'm going to sign off for now, and we'll be back soon.